Good morning, students of Standard 9. This is your chemistry class. Dear students, we are talking about Chapter 5, Chemical Bond. Today, we are going to discuss molecular formula and structural formula. Dear students, molecular formula already you had learned in your previous class, and today you will learn structural formula in this class. So to write any formula, you have to know about radicals. What is radicals? When a group of atoms of different elements act as a single atom or ion, then it is called radical. There are some radicals. Look, this is ammonium, a group of atoms, one nitrogen atom and four hydrogen atoms, and it acts as a single atom in a compound, and its charge is plus, that means +1, and its valency is 1. In this way, phosphonium PaH4+, its valency is also 1, hydroxide OH-, nitrite NO2-, nitrate NO3-, carbonate CO3-2, hydrogen carbonate or bicarbonate HCO3-, sulfate SO4 2-, hydrogen sulfate or bisulfate HSO4-, sulfite SO3 2-, and phosphate PO4 3-. And all these are their valency. To write any formula, you have to know about these radicals and their formulas. Now, formula. The short expression of a molecule of an element or a compound is called its formula. How you will write formula? To write formula, you have to write metal or positive radical at first, then non-metal or negative radical. For example, sodium chloride, at first sodium metal, then chlorine non-metal, and when you will pronounce non-metal, then you will pronounce like chloride. At last IDE. Oxygen, it is oxide, magnesium oxide. Here calcium metal at first and carbonate radical, negative radical at last. If the valency of metal or positive radical and non-metal or negative radical is same, no need to write the valency. Like potassium chloride, both their valency is 1, so no need to write 1. Sodium nitrate, both their valency is 1. Calcium oxide, both their valency is 2, so no need to write the valency here. If the valency of both is different, valency is exchanged and is written on the right side as subscript. Like sodium sulfate, the valency of sodium is 1 and sulfate is 2. So 2 valency, this is right as the subscript of sodium in the right side, but 1 no need to write here. Aluminium oxide, the valency of aluminium is 3, so it is written after oxygen, and the valency of oxygen is 2, it is written as the subscript of aluminium. Magnesium chloride, the valency of magnesium is 2, so it is written after chlorine. If the valency of one is multiple of other, both valency is divided by a common integer. For example, carbon dioxide, the valency of carbon is 4 and the valency of oxygen is 2. So 2 is written here and 4 is written here. But this 2 valency, this can be divided by 2. So we can divide both them by 2 and write CO2. This is the formula of carbon dioxide. Now, the short expression of a molecule of an element or compound using symbol and the number of constituent atoms is called molecular formula or chemical formula. For example, oxygen formula O2, water H2O, ammonia NH3, magnesium oxide MgO, where the formula is written by which the compound is formed, the molecule is formed, and also their number of atoms. sodium chloride NaCl, zinc hydroxide, zinc OH2, calcium bicarbonate, CaHCO3. To look here, the radical HCO3 and the valency of calcium is 2, so we will use one bracket because this 2 is full for HCO3. Ammonium chloride NH4Cl, hydrochloric acid HCl, glucose C6H12O6, cupric sulfate CuSO4, ferric oxide Ap2O3, nitric acid HNO3, magnesium nitride Mg3N2, sulfuric acid H2SO4, methane CH4. There are also many formula. You can write the formula by combining the atoms and by using their valency. Now, structural formula. What is structural formula? Structural formula is a formula which shows the arrangement of atoms in the molecule of a compound. Structural formula shows the arrangement of atoms in the molecular compound of a compound. Look here, the structural formula of water, where 3 atoms, 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atoms are arranged like this way. We know the valency of oxygen is 2, so it has 2 hands, and by showing these 2 hands, you have to write the structural formula. And the hydrogen is monovalent, so hydrogen has only 1 hand. Here methane, the valency of carbon is 4, so it has 4 hands, and by using these 4 hands, carbon atom hold 4 hydrogen atoms, and its structural formula is like this. Carbon dioxide, here oxygen is divalent, oxygen it has valency 2, so it can be written like this way, double bond. Acetylene, where the valency of carbon is 4 and there carbon-carbon triple bond present. So the next hand of carbon, this next hand hold hydrogen. Some more structural formula are here. Look, this is aluminium oxide Al2O3. The valency of aluminium is 3. That means it has 3 hands, and the structural formula of aluminium oxide is like this. Aluminium, the valency of oxygen is 2. So by using these 2 hands, 1 oxygen atom is bonded, and 1 hand, 1 oxygen atom. But oxygen has another hand, and by using this another hand, another aluminium atom is bonded. And aluminium, it is trivalent, so these 2 hands hold another oxygen atom. This is methanol, CH3OH. See, it has 4 valency, that means carbon has 4 hands, and these 3 hands are used to make bond with hydrogen, and 1 hand it holds oxygen, and this oxygen is bonded with again hydrogen. So all their valency is fulfilled here. Ammonia, it is nitrogen, it is trivalent, and these 3 hands hold 3 hydrogen atoms. This is ethane. Ethane, here carbon-carbon single bond is present, so at first this single bond is there, and now this carbon atom and this carbon atom, both they have 3 hands left, and by using these 3 hands, they hold 3 hydrogen atoms, and the formula of ethane is C2H6, and the structural formula is like this. Sodium hydroxide, where oxygen is divalent, so oxygen holds sodium and hydrogen by using its 2 hands. Dear students, structural formula just you have to practice, and by practicing you can write all the structural formula of every compounds. There are some more structural formula. For example, if you know the structural formula of any radical, then you can write the structural formula of many compounds made by this radicals. For example, here sulfate. Here sulfate, you have to understand what is the valency of sulfur here. In sulfate radical, the valency of sulfur is 6. So these 6 hands sulfur hold 4 oxygen, SO4, and there are 2 minus. That means 2 hands are free, and these 2 hands of oxygen are free. So at first you will write these radical. At first, by using 2 hands, sulfur holds 1 oxygen, and another 2 hands it holds another 2 oxygen. And by using these 2 hands, by using one hand it holds 1 oxygen, and another one it holds another oxygen. And these oxygen, they are divalent, they have also 2 hands. So these 2 oxygen atoms, their 2 hands are free. By using these 2 hands, they can hold any other atoms. For example, sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid, the formula of sulfuric acid is H2SO4. That means 2 hydrogen atoms are bonded with 1 sulfate atoms. So these 2 hydrogen atoms, these are bonded with these 2 oxygen atoms. Oxygen holds 1 hydrogen atom with its one hand, and this oxygen atom holds another hydrogen atom by using its one hand. Sodium sulfate also, instead of hydrogen, here sodium atoms come. 2 sodium atoms come here. Oxygen holds 2 oxygen hold 2 sodium atoms by their 2 hands. But when you will write magnesium sulfate, that means with sulfate atom, 1 divalent atom comes, magnesium sulfate, calcium sulfate, then these 2 oxygen atoms will be written like this, side by side. That means you will change the structural formula of sulfate. Just these oxygen, there will be double bonded, and this oxygen, it has single bond and 1 hand free, like this way. When there are 2 oxygen atoms with these 2 free hands, then by using these free hands, these 2 oxygen atoms can hold 1 magnesium or 1 calcium atom like this. Look, there are 2 oxygen atoms, both they have 1 free hand, and by using these 2 free hands, 1 magnesium atom is bonded. In this way, you can write calcium sulfate also. Here, to write the structural formula of any compound made with nitrate radical, you have to write at first the structural formula of nitrate, where the valency of nitrogen is 5. So you will write like this way. 2 oxygen atoms, they are double bonded, and 1 oxygen atom, there is single bond, so it has 1 hand free. Now by using this 1 hand, it can hold hydrogen, then it will become nitric acid. It can hold potassium, then it will become potassium nitrate. It can hold sodium, then it will become sodium nitrate, like this. Here, this is the formula of nitric acid, where hydrogen is attached with these oxygen atoms by using this 1 hand. This is sodium nitrate, where sodium atom comes instead of hydrogen. Now, carbonate radical. If you know the structural formula of carbonate radical, then you can write all the formula of the compound that are made with carbonate radical. In carbonate, the valency of carbon is 4. So, by 2 hand it holds 1 oxygen atom, and here by 1 hand it holds, by these 2 hands it holds 2 oxygen atom. So both the oxygen has 1 free hand, and by these 2 hands they can hold 2 monovalent radical or monovalent atom, or 1 divalent radical or divalent atom. This is phosphate ion, where the valency of phosphorus is 5. So it has 5 hands, and by 2 hands it hold 1 oxygen atom, and by these 3 hands it can hold 3 oxygen atoms, and all these oxygen atoms have a free hand. So it is trivalent, and by using these 3 hands it can hold 3 monovalent atom or 1 trivalent atom. So dear students, these are the structural formula. You can practice writing structural formula of compounds. So practice it in home. Today up to this. Thank you everyone. Goodbye to all.